Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, just sitting out here in the garage with Garage Dog there, and we are going to look at some whips. And as many of you know, on a lot of my side-by-sides and stuff, I've ran some whips and rock lights, things like that. Just kind of a novelty thing. It's fun, like if you go on poker runs to, you know, have your lights go on with your music and stuff like that. But we're going to put some whips on Squirrel's Outlander. And the whips that we were buying before, they're very expensive. And these whips that I got in my hand were sent to me by a company off eBay, and I'll put a link to these specific whips in the comments below. But we're going to take a look at these. Super inexpensive, and as I've got one in my hand here, looking at the quality of it, it's not terrible. And so we're going to try them out. We're ready to install. We're going to give it an honest review, even though these were sent to us. I'm going to let you know what you think. Is it worth to spend the money on the super duper unbreakable lifetime, no BS warranty, $400, $500 pair of whips, or well, $70 to $80 pair of whips work? So we're just going to get these installed, take a look at them, take a look at what we get, what the features are of these, and like I said, owning some of the more expensive models, I'm going to give you my honest feedback from a value perspective. Again, full disclosure, these were sent to us. I'm not getting paid, so I'm just going to tell you what I think from the price point. Should you go something like this, budget friendly, or spend the money on the high dollar whips? Now I will tell you, owning the high dollar whips, I'm not going to throw that company's name out. I had my share of problems with them. I had issues with the Bluetooth controller. I had issues with just LEDs not working. So I mean, you know, at the end of the day, no matter what you buy, you could run into problems. It's just going to be a matter of do you want the hassle of sending them back, hoping they warranty them? I mean, even though they say it's no BS, they totally do. Just first impressions on these whips. We'll take a look at the wraps on those. Pretty typical of, you know, some of the high dollar whips. Some of them will have a tighter wrap, giving you more LEDs. LEDs are super bright anyways, so I don't know that a tighter wrap really makes too much of a difference. You know, looking at the heat shrink on here, I mean, everything in my opinion looks pretty legit. It looks about the same. Now, what I will say is, you know, the rigidity of these, they're quite a bit stiffer than some of the more expensive whips. And we're going to talk about the quick disconnect setup, what I think about that. I actually, you know, have experience with the expensive whips and how their mounting brackets are, and you know how you can unhook those and take them off your buggy, four-wheeler, whatever. So let's get these installed. I'm just going to do a quick nitty-gritty install, show you the contents of the whips, and then we'll light them up, look at some of the features. We'll check out the app that they have, or the controller, and we'll talk about the nitty-gritty, the connections, things like that. And I'll do a comparison of the more expensive ones versus these budget-friendly whips. And let's jump into it. Okay, so here is the contents of the package, and let's go through that real quick. So here is your Bluetooth controller. It looks like you've got a good amount of leads here that are going to connect to your whips via those connections right there, and they are just push to connect. On some of the more pricey whips, they're going to have like a screw type connector with an O-ring. But what I will say is it's got like a bullet connector here, so it's a very tight fit. You know, as far as water, you know, intrusion and things like that, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But again, it's not the easy screw connection that just pulls apart real nice. These you got to kind of GM in there. But the controller, you use your QR code. You can download an app to control the whips, and we'll go through some of the functions and things like that. We'll take a look at it when we get hooked up. And then also comes with 2 screws, which is, you know, kind of cool that you can mount it up. And also it has like a 3M style adhesive on the back if you want to stick it
you know, to the location once you get it determined, you know, where you want to locate it. Another cool feature, this one also, so you can run this Bluetooth or run these Bluetooth or with a remote control, you know, on off switch if you don't want to, you know, mount this on a toggle switch, something like that. But you have the option to use a remote with those, kind of cool. So really neat feature that I thought was pretty cool on these whips is they have a quick disconnect. So you can, if you're loading these in a trailer, they just literally snap on and snap off with this quick disconnect here, ball bearings and a ring, and then you have an O-ring here to kind of firm everything up. And I will tell you, it's a pretty snug fit, and comparing to even the more expensive whips with a, I wouldn't say quick disconnect, my experience with a different brand that basically sits into a magnetic base, you don't have a lot of free play, which is kind of cool, and they disconnect really easy. The other nice thing is the anodizing or powder coating that they're using is pretty darn legit. I have not seen a blemish. The machining looks good. So I'm just being honest with you guys off the cuff. You know, what would be nice is if it had like a power, you know, a power plug in here, like some of the ones I've seen where you can just plug it in, you don't have to worry about this wire. But even on some of the big expensive whips, you're going to have to remove this before you disconnect the whip. So not a total big deal. The other thing you're going to get with this, and this I thought was kind of cool, is you're getting 2 American flags and hardware to connect those flags onto the whips. So a lot of guys run these, and myself, I liked running the flags on my whips, and basically just ended up zip tying some flags I purchased and put those on the whips. But this is coming with some cool mounting hardware that you can actually, you know, put the flags on the whips. We'll kind of, I mean, these are the USA flags, American flags, so that's awesome to get the stars and stripes. So we'll just kind of take a look. The key to running flags on your whips is lightweight, obviously. These seem to be of decent quality. They are semi-mesh, they're nylon. You know, one thing, flags are one of those things that you take a lot of pride in, and you look for blemishes or look for little details. And anyways, I'm gonna digress. But anyways, you're gonna get 2 flags, American flags, with your whips. Whether you want to choose to upgrade to a better quality flag, entirely up to you. Personally, I would. But also, you're going to get some detailed instructions. The instructions, I went through those, very detailed. The wording is very clear. One thing that we did not mention, and we will right now on these whips, is it's pretty simple. You got a power and a ground. You also have a right and a left turn signal and a braking. So if you want to use these as brake lights or turn signals, you certainly can do that. I know a lot of guys in the side-by-sides do that, just to add some more visual cues on the trail, especially in large groups. So pretty cool. So there's the instructions, and then here is an explanation of the app. The app is called LED Atmosphere, and you use the QR code. You can download that directly from the App Store or from Google Play. So I'm not going to go into how to install these. It's pretty simple. It's a battery connection. So I'm going to get them installed, and I'll let you know if I hit any snags. But on the Outlander here, we're just going to use the existing holes in the rack system. The thread pitch is just right on. It fits perfect in those mounting holes. So we'll just mount 2 of them right here. We'll get the power connections. We'll download the app and then show you guys the end result. All right, so I just kind of got these rough wired up. I wanted to see how the light quality was in the LED. The download for the app was very simple. The app's actually pretty simple to use. I mean, there's just kind of some basic one collar features. There's also a collar wheel here. You can go in and adjust it with the app. Really cool. Like if you want to match it to your machine, your rock lights, whatever. There is tons and tons of presets on here. The one thing I haven't found, which on some of the other apps you can actually customize your own pattern. And what I like to do is, do that classic red, white, and blue with the flags. But I'm just kind of running through, just a little bit, and literally there is hundreds of different profiles, different colors, different ways the whips are going to act. But for 70 bucks, 80 bucks, pretty hard to beat. I don't have them completely mounted down. I just wanted to show you guys kind of like what they look like, show you the app, how simple it is. Pretty cool. Now the real test is going to be on the trail, and we'll put them to the test and we'll give you some feedback. But I will tell you, every set of whips we've had, if you hit a branch, something like that, they're going to break. It all boils down to warranty and how much that warranty is really worth to you. When you can just pick up another set for 70 bucks versus spending $400 and $500 out of the gate. All right, guys, so here are the whips that was sent to us. I'm gonna put a link in the description. These can be had for less than 100 bucks currently. You're getting basically the controller, the wiring, the quick disconnect, which I thought was pretty cool, and actually they work great. You're getting the flag mounts, which is something you're gonna buy extra with the more expensive whips, and it comes with some flags. Not the highest quality flags, but hey, they're the stars and stripes. Again, the fit and finish is really good. I was kind of surprised for a pair of whips less than 100 bucks. They are a little stiffer than the big name whips, but I just priced those out. Another company, I'm not going to mention their name, but their 4-foot LED whips are upwards of $460 with shipping. 500 bucks, pretty darn close to 500 bucks. These can be had for less than 100. I think you're getting, I don't know that you're getting what you pay for when it comes to whips. These are pretty nice. If you break them once a year, in 5 years you're going to have those $500 whips. But anyways, so I'm going to drop a link in the description for these particular whips. Check them out. They're not bad. Not bad at all. The app works great. And if you like these kind of videos, please give us a subscription, share, hit the little bell for notifications, all that good stuff. We just enjoy doing stuff like this. This was kind of fun. We're going to put these on the Outlander, probably permanently, I don't know. They might end up in the camper, but yeah, there it is. So until next time, guys, God bless.